Alright, welcome back everyone. So today is another helpful video. This one happens to be for, I believe they call this chassis the S197, made by Ford. This is a 2013 Ford Mustang. In this particular case, this might not be so bad, but this is supposed to be a marker lamp. The legal color is supposed to be amber. Somebody had put white lights on all four corners. I've already changed out the rears. I'll give you a brief explanation of how that's done. It's really very easy. So this is a look at the old one, and this is the passenger side rear, and there's the new one, right? We've got color correct, so I'm legal now, at least on the rear side. So what you want to do is very simple. You're going to get yourself a plastic pry bar, get yourself a high quality one, that can fit in that area, and you're going to put leverage, push this way, and pull out towards you at the same time. That's going to relieve that little clip right there. It's going to be hard to see, but there's a little tiny clip right there. It's just barely nothing. You're not going to try and remove that one. You're not going to try and bend this one in. This is the one that actually does all the holding power, right? And then you're going to simply remove your old light bulb and whatever else, and this happens to be LED, so it's just slightly different. You're going to plug this into your light bulb socket, clear away any corrosion if you have any, and plug it back in. And in your reverse process, you're going to slide it in and snap it in. And that's it. That's complete done deal right there. So I'm basically just making this Mustang road legal. I bought it sight unseen. I didn't know this modification was made. I thought, you can have, because LEDs can show in a variety of different colors. Just because it was clear didn't mean that it was, at nighttime when you turn on lights, that it was purple, green, orange, whatever the color it may be. I just assumed it was red. So, and it wasn't stated online either what color these actually were. So I got the correct colors. And I got this complete set of four. At the time of purchase is roughly $250. It might be a little bit more or a little bit less than that. I chose a 3-year warranty. I'm just going to say $250 roughly. And the front side, open this, is going to be a little bit, there's a pry bar I use. This was one of them, but this one here, actually, that little tiny scooper, that one was the one that proved it doesn't have to be snap-on. I just happen to have snap-on. It doesn't have to be snap-on. And so here's the front ones I'm getting ready to change out, and you can see we got 2 pins, so it's slightly different. Probably going to want a pair of tweezers if you're doing the LEDs to pull out that little clip, because that little clip is actually going to plug into this, which if your car is unmolested, it's going to have one of these from the factory. But the previous owner in this Mustang here probably hit a hog or a small child or something like that, right? So I have to extend them. When I was at the auto parts store to pick these up, they didn't even have a pigtail, so I'm going to custom make a pigtail. I'm going to permanently solder to one of these, then I'm going to tie it into the wire harness that's laid up underneath there. And this, since LEDs are polarized, polarized, I don't know what, bad choice of word. Anyway, they're sensitive to positive and negative, right? If you plug it in one direction, it may not work. Plug it in the other direction, it will work. So keep that in mind. So I chose some random colors, so the colors are not specific to power and ground at all. I'm just going to simply flip it if it doesn't work one way or the other way, and then call it a done deal. So basic tools, soldering. Well, I use this one just for heat shrink. Solder, some butane. I got a gas soldering iron, and then obviously choice of heat shrink, maybe some zip ties if you need it. So if you need this part here, evidently this is a bad part that goes out quite often because of corrosion gets in there. This one's made by Dorman. There's a part number for your marker lights. Evidently that also works on the Ford Ranger as well. If you don't have a license plate to solder on, go take your neighbor's license plate, lay it down, and that's going to be a nice place to do some soldering if you need to solder. Hopefully you don't need to. Hopefully that's not flickering for you guys. That's an LED flashlight, but I don't know. It looks fine through my phone, but well, the reason why I say you hit a hog or something like that is because the condenser is all fucked up. It's all bent. It's pushed up against there, so, but it still blows cold air, so I'm going to leave it alone for right now. This is my main concern, is right here. it actually destroyed the washer bucket as well, so eventually in the future I'll replace that. And here's what's left. There's much left there, and then there's nothing left on the other side right here, which is, I'm imagining, is the marker light. I'll find out here in a minute. And then I believe this is going to be my washer pump, because that looks like a totally different connector, period. And so to remove this one here and get that kind of out of the way, we got this little like 10mm fender nut, I think they call it. Anyway, that should come out pretty easy. So it's a little bit different on the front than it is the rear.